You said we make good TV.
Yes.
How do you see us?
Like this. Sometimes like this. Sometimes like this. Can you be more specific about what you mean by that question?
Yeah, I guess the question is, how do beings that are outside our planet see us? And
Well, we have
see
different
our
ways
behaviors?
depending upon the being. Right now, we are simply perceiving your energy patterns. We are seeing you in a holographic kind of format that allows us to connect into what we need to connect into of your collective consciousness in order to download information to you that you have requested. So we're not so much seeing you just physically, per se. We're not really seeing you, in a sense, physically at all. We are seeing you vibrationally as a series of patterns that are interpreted in our consciousness in a variety of holographic conceptual ways, depending upon what is being communicated.
Are there beings that have, like on their spaceships, screens where they can see what's going on the planet?
Yes.
So how are they doing that?
Well, again, there are a variety of technologies depending upon the civilization. One civilization that does that has the ability to understand, well, let me back up. We have to some degree explained to you how our spacecraft work, in the sense that it is all about vibrational resonance location. The idea that every location has a vibrational signature, and that an object doesn't exist in a location. An object, in a sense, contains a vibrational locational signature that makes it seem to occupy space in a particular place and time. But the location is one of the variables of the object's equation, energy equation. As we change the variable in our spaceships, the spaceship changes location, because that is simply the idea of the spaceship existing at the new vibrational locational signature point. Similarly, the technology is that when you know that location is a particular frequency, then you can create a system where you dial up a particular locational resonance, and you can have a mechanism that simply translates that particular reference point visually, if you wish, even in your mind or on a screen. Does that make sense to you? Do you understand what we are describing as a technology?
Yes, it sounds very interesting. I mean, are people being watched while they're walking around in the privacy of their homes?
Sometimes.
That's pretty interesting.
But never without permission. You understand?
Yes, but how does somebody give permission?
Sometimes they give permission on another level.
Oh, like a dream state.
The physical mind may not be aware of the permission that has been given, but the permission has been given. And again, it will always be done, at least on our behalf, relatively unobtrusively. Privacy will be maintained where it is truly desired.
So what would be the purpose of watching someone?
Learning.
Like how humans do things?
Yes. And there are other reasons. Observing what humans are, in a sense, absorbing of the information that they have learned, how they are applying it. Because sometimes we have recognized that humans will apply information differently in private than they do in public. So we learn a lot about you in private that we don't get a chance to learn by watching you in public. And that's why we say you make good TV. Because there are often great dichotomies between your private persona and your public one. And we learn a lot about who you really are and what your personality really is all about by observing the private one in certain contexts.
Yeah, I can see that. That's really true. So
Yes.
That's cool that you guys can do that.
Again, not without permission and not without there being a reason, in a sense, that will ultimately serve you in a positive way.
Right. That's
We have
wonderful.
no purpose or reason to simply be invasive.
Yeah.
It
no.
is only being done because there is a mutual agreement that what we are doing will benefit you in some way, shape, or form.
That's wonderful, Bashar.